Kitty here, and welcome back to another episode of Chusingura. Last time we finished up with Chapter 2, so this time we're gonna be going on to Chapter 3, or Act 3 as it's called in this game, Harbinger of Spring. So let's see what happens.
さあ、全国大会剣道男子成年の部も大詰め。決勝戦は鹿児島県代表神村学園の松本聖吾と東京都代表陵南学園の深見嗣葉との戦い。
We're in the present time now.
すでに深見が一本を奪い、松本は後がない展開です。
ね。
決まった！深見の面が見事に決まりました。
Well, B. Somehow we're in like the present time, so and yeah, got a gold medal. Okay.
深見は全国大会初出場で初優勝です。いやー、大谷さん、深見選手の戦いぶりをご覧になっていかがでしたか？
まさかこのような逸材が隠れていたとは驚きです。このまま強くなれば日本剣道史で必ずや名を残す剣道家になるでしょう。
すぐはよくやったよ。すごいね。
うおー、あのスグハが全国大会で優勝かよ。
I just won. Chikara, I just won the championship, see? But why am I not happy at all? That went by way too fast. I did see Genroku's 1701, and we're in Yamashina. That's weird. It's a little different from the original blueprint. Actually, it's really different. This is Yamashina in Kyoto. Why am I even here? This isn't where I'm supposed to be.
あ、すぐは殿、朝毛の用意ができました。
Oh, sorry for the trouble, thanks.
いいえ、料理のことならお任せを。
Right. I'm stuck in a place like this. The reason I'm here? No, the person behind it all is her. March 13th. Those are going by a lot quicker than they used to.
あれ、すぐはさん、お出かけですか？
Hmm? Yeah, just for a little walk.
どこかに出かけるのか？ならば、さよも一緒に付き合ってやるぞ。
No, sorry. I just want to walk by myself. I'll be back by sunset.
はい、いってらっしゃいませ。さよ、残念でした。すぐはさんに振られちゃいましたね。なあ、姉上。何ですか？昨日からすぐはの様子がおかしいとは思わぬか？やはりさよもそう思いますか？すぐはは昔から口数は少なかったが、最近は特に喋らなくなった。昨日も家に閉じこもったままだったしな。
So we went back on the 12th again, I guess.
は い。それに、どこか寂しそうですよね。何かあったのだろうか。
Near Akko Castle. This is the third time I've taken in this view. The gentle breeze strokes my cheeks. Spring will be here soon. When I first laid eyes on the Akko Castle town, I was astonished seeing all the people. I was sickened by the dust rising in the winds. And the second time around, I felt that same astonishment mixed with a sense of nostalgia. But this time, my third life in Edo, I don't particularly feel anything at all. And my feelings didn't change even after gazing at the castle. Again. I guess I'm back here again. If I told anyone else my story, I'm sure they'd frown at the tragedy of it all. Or maybe they'd just laugh at the absurdity of it. But as for me, I died twice in this world. And I came back each time. The first time around, I was killed by an assassin at Sengakuji Temple after the raid. And the second time around, I died at Kira's estate.
ただ、その強大な陰謀に、すぐには翻弄されちまってるでやんす。いいですか？ 3度目の正直で必ず、すぐには元の世界に戻りやす。少しだけ、悲しい思いをするかもしれやせん。それでも、必ず元の世界に戻りやす。
Just before I took my last breath, Kohita spoke those mysterious words. It seems like there might be some kind of conspiracy behind me getting sent back to the Edo period over and over. But even if that's true, whatever energy I might have had to investigate this mystery had been slipping away. Honestly, this is ridiculous. My whole life is pretty ridiculous at this point. I can't bring myself to add another layer of ridiculousness on top of it all. My story doesn't make any sense when you think about it. I have no connection to any of this, and yet I am sent 300 years back in time to the Edo period because of some stupid curse. What have all my efforts even achieved? All I've gotten out of this are painful farewells and a feeling of emptiness. And the sense of complete helplessness. I guess truth really is stranger than fiction. But we're past strange at this point. By now I can only describe this as ludicrous. Yesterday I arrived in Akko once again. I returned on the same date as last time, and I remember everything that happened before. Of course, I have also checked to see if everyone else's memories were reset. My actions are probably the only thing that's different about me. And that's because, this time around, I'm making sure to avoid contact with other people. Imoshichi and the others would get suspicious if I stayed at home all the time. That's why I went on this walk. And purely by coincidence, I passed by the Chamberlain's residence. It was just on a whim that I even came here. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's because I wanted to look at it one last time. Regardless, I'm not going to try making them listen to my story like I did last time. I know there's no point trying to do that.
おい、お前、どこかで見た顔だな。
Huh? I bumped into someone right as I was passing through the gate to the estate. It was Okuno Sogen. With 1,000 Kyoko fief, she's the most influential person in Akko next to the Chamberlain herself. To put it simply, she's one of Akko's leaders. Oh, greetings. It's been a long time. My name is Fukamisuga. I'm currently staying with the Yato family.
深見すぐは。ああ、長介のところのせがれか。
Yes. Phew. I blurted out formal pleasantries on the spur of the moment. She doesn't seem to think I'm suspicious, though. Thank goodness, because after all, at this point, Okuno is practically sitting on high in the heavens compared to a fledgling like me. In the feudal world, difference in rank is like the difference between heaven and earth. Therefore, it is strictly prohibited to be too friendly to your superiors.
で、どうした？このようなところで。
I just...
なんだ？ただの散歩か？
Yes, something like that.
そうか。だが、お前も存じていると思うが、ここは蔵之介の屋敷。むやみに近づいてはならんぞ。
Yes.
ん？
What business do you have with the Chamberlain?
いや、蔵之介ではなく、松之丞殿に用があったのだが、あいにく留守だったようだ。
Looking for Matsunojo?
ん？
Anyway, you had business with Mr. Matsunojo, right?
ああ、ちょうどよい。すぐは、と申したな。お前、暇なら城下を回って、松之丞殿を探してきてはくれぬか？もし、松之丞殿をお見かけしたら、私が探していたと伝えておいてくれ。
Huh?
ん？まさか、松之丞殿の顔を知らぬわけではあるまい。
Of course I know, but...
ならば、しかと頼んだぞ。
Well,
何をぼやぼやしておる。急げ。
Yes, ma'am. I hurry off, startled back to my senses by Okuno's commanding voice. But how am I supposed to find Matsunojo?
まったく、最近の若い者と来たら。
どうしたのじゃ、証言。屋敷前で大声など出して。
ああ、すまん。
Jeez. I can't believe I ran into Okuno of all people. Well, I guess it's my fault for getting too close to the Chamberlain's estate. After parting ways with Okuno, I was on my way back home, feeling somewhat depressed. Okuno. Goes without saying, but she spoke to me as if she'd never seen me before. I guess at this point, our relationship is still that of a leader of Akko and a young samurai accountant. Well, whatever, anyway. I decided to completely ignore Okuno's errand of delivering a message to Matsunojo. I really shouldn't get any more involved with Yako. I'm not going to help restore House Asano, nor will I take part in their revenge. I'll stay out of it, even when Akko descends into chaos after the tragic news arrives from Edo. Once the castle is surrendered to the shogunate, I'll just disappear to parts unknown and live out my life in obscurity. I decided to live unemotionally this time. That way, I won't have to mourn when somebody dies. I won't have to endure the horrors of death. I don't want to go through those kinds of experiences anymore, much less cause any misery to those around me by meddling with history. No, and thank you, never again. It probably won't be difficult for me to behave like this. This era's Fukamisuga seems like a man of few words in the first place.
以前のシュグハさんはエモ七や妹たちの他愛のないお話も優しく聞いてくださって、どちらかといえば聞き上手な方でした。それと剣術よりも学問の方がお好きな方でしたね。
In that case, I'll act like this era's Fukamisuga. I just have to smile and shut my mouth. This will be easy compared to everything I did before. Then I can just disappear quietly from my comrades' sides. Completely by chance, my eyes unexpectedly caught sight of the steps of piled up stones along the side of the road. These steps. Hey, what are these rocks for?
この石段を登ると神社があるんです。
A shrine. That reminds me. Chikara. No, when I first met her at the shrine on top of this mountain, she was still called Matsunojo. I remember being instantly captivated by the stark contrast between her expression and the bamboo sword she carried. I miss those days. I guess this is what people mean when they talk about the devil's temptation. Before I knew it, I was already starting to climb up the stone stairway. No, that's not right at all. I'm only doing this because I felt like it. Or more accurately, it's because Okuna told me to look for Matsunojo. I should at least make it look like I tried to find her. I started heading towards the shrine at the summit while thinking of an excuse to tell Okuna. I bend over with my hands on my knees as I finally reach the top. I haven't climbed a mountain in some time, so my thighs are aching and I'm out of breath. Sheesh. What the hell am I doing here? It's not like Matsunojo is going to be here just because I want her to be. I wipe the sweat from my forehead as I regret the stupidity of my actions. I can smell flowers, but I can't remember their name. Their scent. What flower was it again? At that moment, just as I was retracing my memories, that sounded like a wolf. Suddenly, the sound of a bestial roar pierces through the spring air and reaches my ears. I instantly crouched down and loosened my sword in its sheath. What the? What was that roaring just now? Remaining still, I scanned the area for the source of the roar. Then... she's... Matsunojo. I quickly noticed that there's a pack of wild dogs on the shrine grounds. And I see that they've surrounded her. We used to live together in Yamashina. We fought together through 2 raids on Kira's estate. He even come face to face with death itself. It was Ohishi Matsunojo. Why? What's she doing here? Forget it. I'll ask questions later. Stupefied, I watched as the wild dogs continue closing in on Matsunojo. It's obvious that she's not playing with them. Clearly, for whatever reason, she's about to be attacked. Damn. I begin drawing my sword as I run towards them. No time to waste. Just then, I notice one of the wild dogs about to jump at Matsunojo. I bring my sword down on it from overhead like a guillotine. Ha! Stand back. It doesn't matter who I am. We should be more worried about those things. Wolves?
はい。冬が終わり、餌を求めて人里に下ってきたらしいです。
I see. Wolves, is it? I guess those sharp, glaring eyes and fangs aren't those of an ordinary wild dog. They don't seem like they've been eating too well lately, though. The wolves are all skin and bones. I can see the outline of their ribs through their skin. Nevertheless, their primal instincts are as strong as ever. They're staring at us with gleaming eyes, hungry for blood. The minute I show any sign of weakness, they're all going to attack. That said, I'm not exactly a wolf tamer either. Oh well, I guess I have no choice. Get behind me and don't move, got it?
ですが、
Don't underestimate them. They're natural hunters. They attack their prey as a pack. Moreover, they'll try to pick off the weakest target. Got it? If we split up, you'll become their target for sure.
ではそなたは私よりも強いと申すのか？
Yes, probably. Oh. I guess she didn't take too kindly to me saying I was better than her. Even in this situation. Even in my third visit to this era, I guess Matsunojo's still as competitive as ever. Don't worry. At the very least, I'll make sure you get out of here alive. Let's see. I know, I just said that, but I've crossed swords with countless opponents so far, but they were all human. This will be my first time fighting against a beast. But as a warm-up, and a nice way to vent my frustrations, this is perfect. Ha! There!
すごい。あっという間に3匹もの狼を。
I could tell that the other wolves were shaken after seeing their packmates go down one after another. Overflowing with bloodlust, I approach what seems to be the alpha male. Well, still feel like fighting me? These aren't your feeding grounds. Well, go back to the mountains where you came from. It's a tense standoff. They'll obey me if they value their lives. If they don't, they'll be exterminated. Exchanging glances, they communicate with each other. And eventually, at the alpha male's signal, his packmates that were surrounding us begin to disperse. With that, the pack heads back to the mountain, with the alpha leading the way.
狼が山に。
They must have realized that we weren't going to be an easy meal. Anyway, we're safe now. Let's head back before they change their minds. Boy, oh boy. I messed up and started a big event by visiting this place from my memories.
なあ、この倒れた狼は切り殺したのか？
No, I just hit it with the blunt side of my sword. I don't like taking life, even if it's the life of a man-eating wolf.
そなた、剣術は誰に習ったのだ？そなたの剣さばき、道場で習得したものではないように思えるのだが。
Why would you ask something like that?
なぜって。
Well, I learned my technique from two masters.
二人の師匠？
No, Actually, just forget I said anything.
え、
What am I saying? If I remember correctly, my sword instructors were the Chamberlain and Yasubi. But that was during my previous two visits to this era. This time around, neither of them know who I am yet. What's more, I already decided not to get involved with anyone this time. But I accidentally ran into Matsunojo. I should avoid any further contact with her. I'll be going now. Take care.
そなたはエモ七のところの深見菅葉殿だな。
I turned my back to Matsunojo without answering her question. I am sure that she'll forget all of this by tomorrow. With these wishful thoughts in my mind, I started down the steps towards home.
狼をも恐れず、しかもあの剣の腕前、あのような方が赤穂にいたとは。深見菅葉殿か。
Don't tell me she fell for him. What, is she gonna be the love interest this time? March 14th. Ah, the day of the incident. March 14th. A serious incident that will shake Edo will occur today. Sono Takeyumi no Kami will do an attack at Quarter of the Pines in the Edo Castle. But no one in Akko is anticipating this to happen except for myself. And even if I know this will happen, there is nothing I can do to prevent it.
すぐはさん、お体の方は大丈夫ですか?
Yes. I just feel slightly feverish, but I should feel better after I have some rest. I've got Imoshichi and the others worrying about me because my chest was aching again, and I was tossing and turning on the floor in the morning. Yes, the curse is set in motion. As Kira's curse sets in motion, my chest starts to ache. Now, the attack in Edo will definitely happen. Always, I can never get used to this ache in my chest. But it's serving as a good excuse. This is because Fukamisuga has an accounting role and serves as the accountant of the Akko domain. But unfortunately, I don't have the knowledge to perform such complicated tasks like accounting. I've experienced life in Edo era twice, so I've managed to teach myself how to read. But embarrassingly, I still cannot say that I am a confident writer. That's how my aching chest is serving as a good excuse for me to take the day off work. The tragedy of Edo will reach Akko on March 19th. Just 5 more days left. And in just 5 days, Akko will be in chaos. Until then, I'll use my aching chest as an excuse to seclude myself at home. And then after that...
すぐは、上役の方には私から伝えておく。しっかりと養生して、早めにお役目に戻れるようにするのだぞ。
Yes, sorry for causing trouble.
じゃあ、すぐはは今日お休みなのですか?
Yes, that's right.
それなら、今日はムクと遊んでほしいのです。キヌとも。
二人ともダメですよ。すぐはさんは体調が悪いのですから、二人とお遊びなどできません。
Oh, they're so cute. I'm not feeling well, but it's not that bad. Kino, Muku, just go easy on me, okay? Then I can play with you.
まことですか? ああ、すぐは太っ腹です。
Ha 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 ha. How innocent. I'm just playing with them and they are so happy. Seeing their broad smiles make me somewhat relaxed, as I have had my feelings all locked up. So then, what should we play?
頼もう。
あら、お客様ですか?
こんな朝早くに誰だ?
ムクお出迎えしてきます。キヌも。ムク、キヌ、お待ちなさい。すぐは?
Yes?
熱っぽいのならおでこを冷やす水を部屋に用意しておいてやる。ほら、部屋に行くぞ。
No, I'm okay. Plus, I have to play with Miko and Kinu.
そんなもの一度眠ってからでいいだろう。病は患い始めが肝心なのだ。今日は私がすぐはの話し相手になってやるからな。
Okay.
どなた様ですか? ああ、ムクにキヌではないか。そちたちは相変わらず苦しいほど可愛いの。
What's she doing here?
もう、キヌ、ムク、お客様に失礼です。キャー！エモ七、朝早くにすまぬな。
なんだ騒々しいぞ。
長介、突然で悪いが邪魔するぞ。
What the heck is that face? Whoa, that happened all of a sudden. Whoa. That is a funny face. Ugh.
これはご城代、それと松之丞殿まで。
おはようございます。
エモ七、お客様は誰だったのですか？これはご家老様。
よし、これで水の用意はいいな。まったく、すぐはは私がいないとダメなのだから。
So sorry.
まあ、病はこじらせると厄介だ。
That's true. Sayo is looking after me, not knowing that I am pretending to be ill. Feeling bad for Sayo, I lay down on the bed. I guess I have to continue like this for a while. I closed my eyes as I was thinking these thoughts in my head. Or thought I was.
すぐはじゃん、さよ。姉上、そんなに慌ててどうした？それが、ついに私に胸の大きさを抜かれて自害の覚悟でも？違います。まだ胸はエモシの方が大きい。
What kind of argument is that?
と思い。
So you're not confident. So what happened?
大変です。ご招待がお見えになりました。
The Chamberlain has...
ご招待がお見えになるなんてただごとじゃないです。まさか父上が何かやらかしたのか？はあ、まさか家禄を没収されるのでは。
Whoa.
姉上、落ち着け。たとえそうだとしても、ご城代自らがお伝えに来るわけがないだろう。でもヒルアンドン殿のことだ。近所を散歩でもしていて思いつきでお寄りになったのでは？
I guess that is possible. But Sayo, do you know the Chamberlain well?
いや、よくは知らぬ。だが時々班内をのんきに散歩してる姿を見かけたことがあるぞ。まさにヒルアンドンというあだ名にぴったりの風貌だ。さよ、そのようなことを申してはなりませぬ。
Daylight Lantern, I see. I guess the nickname has spread amongst Sayo and others as well. I guess I cannot blame them, as they don't know the real Chamberlain in the peaceful Akko. But I wonder what's happened for the Chamberlain to pay a visit to the estate.
ご頂戴、ご機嫌うるわしゅうございます。ございます。絹も無垢も大きくなったの。
恐れ入ります。
そちゃでございます。
Where did the peaceful morning scenes disappear to? The atmosphere within the Edo family is tense with the sudden visit by the Chamberlain. Starting with Josuke. Now everyone in the Edo family is prostrating in front of the Chamberlain and Masanojo. Of course, I too bow down, keeping to the expected behavior within the order, to respect your seniors.
それでご城代、今日は何用で我が屋敷に参られたのでしょうか？
そのことなんじゃが、松之丞、昨日お前を助けてくれたのはこやつか？
い。
Huh?
ほう、松之丞のメガネにかなった男とはこやつか。
So she did follow for us after that. That was sudden.
ご城代、スグハが松之丞殿を助けたとは。
ああ、すまんすまん。実は昨日、松之丞が狼の群れに襲われたらしくての。その時、このスグハが狼の群れを追い払ってくれたそうなのじゃ。スグハさんが狼の群れを追い払った？
まあ、すぐはさん、誠のことなのですか？
What? I guess?
スグハ、お前は何ということを。
What?
じゃないです、スグハさん。生類憐れみの例をご存知でしょ？
The Animal Protection Law? Oops. That's not good. Very careless of me. That's right, I forgot that there was this ridiculous law that Tsuneyoshi, the 5th shogun, passed during this era. It was a rare and unjust law that forbade the unnecessary killing of living animals, with dogs being in the top. Although I swung my sword towards the beast to save Matsunoji yesterday, I am sure this action violated the law. Certainly both of you are not here to blame me of the incident.
これこれ、そのように心配せぬでもよい。別にそんなことを咎めに参ったのではないぞ。では、その礼を申しに訪ねてきたというわけじゃ。礼？ここが江戸なら幕府の目も光っていたのかもしれぬが、幸い片田舎。しかもスグハが狼を撃退するのを目撃したのは松之丞のほか誰もおらぬしな。だからスグハ、松之丞を助けてくれた件、蔵之介は心から礼を申すぞ。
Thank you.
はあ
He's doing that face again. The face just still cracks me up.
罪をお許しいただいただけでなく、ご城代自らのお褒めのお言葉、もったいのうござります。
なんの、先ほども申したが、このような片田舎まで幕府の目も法の目も届かないから安心せい。
Yes. To not be afraid of the law. Actually, I just forgot that such a law existed. Well, even if I did remember, I probably would have still done the same thing. It seems the Chamberlain has not changed at all. She's still easygoing.
しかし、スグハ、お前もそのような大事なことをなぜ伝えなかったのだ。
Sorry.
にしても、その話を聞いた私も驚いた。狼が人里に降りてきたということもそうじゃが、まさかこの赤穂にスグハほどの剣客がいたとは知らなんだ。じゃがスグハ、その方聞くところによれば剣術道場には通っているものの、ほとんど顔を出してないと耳にしておるが。
Yes. Oops. This is not good. With just one incident yesterday, I've created a contradicting fact about Fukami Suka. Sure enough, I had not been to the sword fencing dojo until March 11th. So my skills are not by any standard accomplished. But because I have already experienced Edo twice, I have become a full-fledged swordsman. In other words, by March 12th, I've swapped bodies and became a different person. I didn't think that saving Matsunojo on the spur of the moment would become such a big issue.
松之丞殿？ん？なんだ？ 狼を追い払ったというのは誠にこのスグハだったのでしょうか？
え？
だってスグハはお世辞にも剣が強いとは申せません。強さから申せば姉上と同じくらいです。そのスグハが狼を追い払うなど。
じゃあ昨日私を助けたのは誰だと申すのだ？
例えばこの間抜け顔と瓜二つのものとか。
Hey, who has a stupid face?
じゃあひょっとこ顔？
Hey!
ひょっとこどこ？
Grr. When I think about it again, I guess my position within the hierarchy before I transported through time was at the very bottom of this house. It's obvious that the women are controlling the Yatto family.
さよ。昨日私を助けてくれたのは紛れもなくスガハ殿だ。それと自分の兄をそのように申したらいけぬぞ。そのスグハ殿はとても凛々しく優しき男であると思う。
Hey, wait a minute. Mr. Suga? Hey. I know in the past 2 visits I have spoken a lot with Matsunojo, but she's never once called me Mister before. Maybe she has a fever or something. Or is it... Don't tell me that Matsunojo has a more ladylike personality this time around.
ほう、夏の城にそこまで言わせる男か。確かにその面構えなかなか肝も座っているようじゃ。面白い。長介、このスグハを少し借りるぞ。
Huh?
はい。ですが、借りるとは。
どうやらマナ娘がスグハを気に入ったようじゃ。だから今から我が屋敷に招きたいと思うのじゃが、よいな。
それはもちろん。
ルイもよいか？
ご城代の屋敷に招かれるなどもったいなきお言葉。ご城代さえ良ければ風呂炊きなどの増益にお使いになっても構いませんので。
Well, they don't want attention, so I'm their human sacrifice.
スグハ殿、いかがですか？
すぐは別にお前を通って食おうというわけじゃない。過労たる者、できる家臣のことはよく知っておかねばならぬからな。
Great. I was supposed to hide myself and try not to have any contact with the others as much as possible. But it seems, contrary to my thoughts, for some reason they are coming to me and making the contact. What on earth is history thinking?
すぐは何をしている。すぐに支度をせえ。
すぐはさん。
Yes, I understand. As my whole family has forgotten that I am ill? Well, I guess I am pretending my illness, so I guess I cannot complain much. Besides, from Chosuke's point of view, if he declines the invitation, this may stiffen the relationship. I guess we have to think about the future as well. So although I was reluctant to go, I am heading to the Chamberlain's estate. But whoever imagined what would happen next?
今帰ったのじゃ。ご家老、お帰りなさいませ。おま、客が来たので茶の用意を頼む。かしこまりました。すぐは、そんなところで突っ立ってないで遠慮の座れ。
スグハ殿、こちらへどうぞ。
They lead me out to the garden and asked me to sit down. I never thought that I would be coming to the Chamberlain's estate. I am somewhat not comfortable with the unexpected development and its atmosphere. But looking back, it is my first time to step foot into this estate.
どうしたのじゃ？
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
何を申しておる。我が家のように振る舞ってよいのだぞ。
There is no way I can do that. In front of me is a well-tended, huge garden. In the lake, I can see Nishiki Koi swimming gracefully. I don't think I can make myself at home when I am feeling so out of place. Although there is no point comparing with Imoshichi's estate, this place is far more splendid and beautiful than Yamashina's estate. As one would expect the Chamberlain's estate to be, I guess. Come to think of it, the Chamberlain is someone of high social status. Most likely, the ordinary class like a low-ranking samurai would only get to see her face once or twice a year. And a person like her has invited a youngster like me to her estate. I wonder what this means.
お茶をお持ちしました。菅葉殿。
Yes?
お茶をどうぞ。
Oh, okay. Actually, what I don't understand the most is Matsunojo's behavior. Matsunojo has been avoiding eye contact with me ever since we were at Imoshichi's estate. I wonder if she wants to thank me about yesterday, but ashamed and afraid to honestly tell me so. Well, with Matsunojo's personality, this is highly likely.
菅葉、我が家の茶の味はどうじゃ？
Yes, it is very delicious.
ほう、飲んだのじゃな？
Yes. Of course I drank it. It was served to me.
これ、松之丞。せっかく菅葉を連れ出したのに、お前が喋らぬではダメではないか。はい。
Am I, I've been invited to your estate because I saved Mr. Matsunojo yesterday, am I correct?
そうじゃ。
If that's the case, I will finish this cup of tea and start heading my way back.
なんじゃ？屋敷に招いたくらいでは褒美が足りぬと申すか？
No, that is not what I meant. It was a coincidence that I happened to be there yesterday. Therefore, there's no reason for you to specifically thank me like this.
では、相手が松之丞でなくとも助けたと？
Yes.
なるほど。それはわざわざ屋敷まで来させてすまないことをしたの？なら、昨日の件は茶を一杯飲んだらしまいにしよう。まあ、茶を飲んだのなら、用事は済んだようなもの。じゃが、菅葉？そなたを呼んだのには別の理由もあるのじゃ。
Another reason?
松之丞、市内を持ってきてはくれぬか？市内をですか？どうじゃ、菅葉。私と一勝負せぬか？
What?
飢えた狼たちを一周したというそなたの件。私もぜひ、この目で確かめてみたいと思っての。勝負って、母上。
So, I see. That's what it is. Seems like the Chamberlain is now interested in what kind of man I am because of yesterday's incident. Well, a man whom they've never heard of suddenly appears and drives away the wolves in front of their daughter. It is understandable that they are showing interest even if I am not a Chamberlain. Nevertheless, the Chamberlain's extremely curious nature has not changed. I strained to laugh inside because they were interested in me, a mere retainer.
どうじゃ私との勝負受けてはくれぬか
Yes, I will. I guess I have no choice. Knowing the Chamberlain's personality, if I don't accept the challenge, then she would be sulking. If one match is all it takes for me to be dismissed, I should just get it done and over with. In any case, I just don't want to have unnecessary relationships with the people of Akko.
母上しないです。ですが母上、スガハドの相手に勝負など怪我をしますよ。近頃市内など握ったことすらないではないですか。
こら松之丞、これでも母は少しは腕が立つのじゃぞ。
それは昔の話でしょ。今の母上なら私でも勝てます。
松之丞が私に勝てるじゃと。おい松之丞、そち相手なら私は片手でも勝てるぞ。いいからスガハにも市内を渡せ。
はい。スガハ殿。
Thank you.
勝負は一本勝負でよいか？
Yes.
私相手では一本勝負で十分という顔だな。
No, that's not so. I am fully aware that the Chamberlain has fully mastered the Togen row.
はあ、それを知って勝負を受けて立つか。ならば遠慮はせぬぞ。
Yes, I know of the Chamberlain's ability. I guess in that sense, I probably know the best how skilled she is. That is because twice in the past, we both held swords and fought together. Plus, the Chamberlain is one of my swords masters. Well then, how do I fight against the Chamberlain? If I go too easy on her, I am sure she will see right through me. That cannot happen. I know from past experience that I continue to maintain the strength level prior to that of my death.
ならば行くぞ。はあ！
Oop. Phew. She still has it. Still fast as a lightning. Just as the Chamberlain steps in with her sword, her bamboo sword is overhead, ready to attack before you can blink. Plus her strike is fierce. Go against it and the strike will get you in trouble.
ほう、かわしたか。それならこれならばどうだ。
What? Oops. I seriously went into defense mode because the strike was too fierce. I wouldn't be surprised if an average samurai faints seeing that strike by the Chamberlain. That's how fierce the attack was. And if I keep dodging this kind of attack, then she will suspect that I am fairly skilled. But if I seriously take this blow...
すごい。なんという力のこもった剣。母上はこんなにも強かったのか。
うわー！せい！
Gulp. This is not funny. The Chamberlain is seriously going to kill me. If this continues, I am not just going to be severely injured. The Chamberlain strikes a blow with all her might. Crap, if I seriously take this blow. Just at that second, my body automatically reacts. The short space of time before the Chamberlain struck, I aimed for that moment to wrap my bamboo sword onto the Chamberlain's sword. Whoa!
なんだ今の技は。
Damn it! Out of all the things, timing was spot on, and I had perfect Makiyagi. Seems like my body's instinct to defend naturally did the trick. The pair was stunned to see that my Makiyagi was clean as a whistle. No, there is no way I can make excuses. Chamberlain?
ふざける
母上。
ずるいぞ。巻き上げを使うなどずるいぞ。
You're the one that challenged me and now you're saying it's not fair? And this technique, you're the one that taught me. Well, I can't say that to explain myself.
すぐはもう一度勝負じゃ。
No, I thought we agreed that we would only have one match.
嫌じゃ嫌じゃ。もう一度勝負するのじゃ。
Stop throwing a tantrum. Come on. Talk about not wanting to lose. But if this goes on, I am sure I will have to be here until the Chamberlain wins. Then, shall we do this? Why don't we say that this match was a tie? It was just a coincidence that the Chamberlain's bamboo sword flew away, so... Rightly speaking, I would have been the Chamberlain's sweeping victory.
ならば、私の負けではないのか？
Of course not. It was a tie.
なら、そういうことにしておこうかな。
Phew. It seems that the idea of a tie has put her back into a good mood. For me, I just wanted to be quickly released, so I'm not too bothered about the results of the match.
申し訳ありません。母上から申し出た勝負なのにわがままを。
Oh no, like I said before, if we continued this match, it was obvious that I was going to lose anyway.
しかし、母上の竹刀が宙に舞いました。
So I said, that was just a coincidence. I just happened to swing the bamboo sword and that happened.
そうなのですか？
Of course. Do you think I would have mastered such an advanced technique to seize the opponent's bamboo sword? Besides, Matsunojo, now you know the Chamberlain's ability, don't you?
呼び捨て。
What? Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have called you Mr. Matsunojo. Oops, my old habit. I just called her by her name like I used to. Although she is of a similar age to me, she is still the daughter of the Chamberlain. A low-ranking samurai like me shouldn't say her name without a honorific title.
いえ、そのまま呼び捨てで呼んでください。すぐは殿になら、そう呼んでほしいです。
If you say so. It seems I keep losing my stride. Well, if Matsunojo is happy being called without an honorific title, then I will be happy to do so. Going back to the subject. As you can see, the Chamberlain's sword is of first-class quality. Her technique is one of the greatest amongst the Aqua warriors.
そうじゃぞ。じゃから、これを機にもっと母を敬うがよい。
確かに母上の剣はすごいと認めます。ですが、その母上に勝ったスゴハ殿はもっとすごいではないですか。にもかかわらず、母上を立てるその態度もご立派。
I didn't say what I did to give you that kind of impression.
こら、松之丞。今の勝負は引き分けじゃ。
Well, in any case, I should see to dismiss myself. It seems smart to leave before more of myself is exposed. Well then, I think I shall leave.
ご城代
Now,
おお、ただ七ではないか。
just then, Takibayashi Tadashichi appeared. Tadashichi. I guess I haven't seen you in a while as well. Twice in the past, Tadashichi and I fought together in the raids. But why is she at the Chamberlain's estate?
ご城代、頼まれていた絵の具をお持ちしましたよ。そうか、すまんの。また絵をお描きになるのですか？ボタンが花を咲かせたのでな。ご城代のボタン好きは相変わらずですね。着物までボタンの柄ですし。
またそのようなことを。母上、縁も良いですが、お役目もきちんと果たしてくださいよ。
もちろん分かっておる。
そう言っておきながら、全然分かってないじゃないですか。
松之丞殿、おはようございます。
いつもすまないな。母上の戯れの用事などを頼んでしまって。
いえいえ、このくらいのこと。これ、松之丞。絵を描くことは戯れなんかじゃないぞ。
いいえ、お役目を放り出してすることなど、すべて戯れです。
まあまあ。
It seems like Tadachichi was asked to run errands by the Chamberlain. Well, Tadachichi and Matsunojo were really close. So maybe she had more casual relationship with the Chamberlain too.
それと、松之丞殿。これは松之丞殿に頼まれていた新しい論語集です。
もう手に入ったのか？かたじけない、助かる。
しかし、松之丞殿も勉強家ですよね。そのお年ですでに論語を頭の中に叩き込んでいらっしゃる。
世辞を申すな。私は筆頭家老の娘。このくらいのことは当然のことだ。
さすが松之丞殿。トンビが鷹を産んだと言われるだけのことはありますね。こら、ただしだ。いや、でも、ご城代、そろそろ松之丞殿も元服の時期ではないのですか？ん？ああ、そうじゃな。
母上、その言葉まことですか？
私もそろそろとは考えておるぞ。だが、いかんせん松之丞は真面目すぎる。
家老になろうとする者は、真面目が過ぎて何がいけないのですか？お役目もそこそこに、遊びほうけている母上よりずっと家老らしいです。
それは違うぞ。私は遊びながらも藩内の様子をだな。
またそんなことを申して。母上は自分の戯れを正当化しようとしているだけです。母上に申しておきますが、私は母上よりも優れた家老になる自信があります。
松之丞、真面目にお役目を果たすことも寛容じゃが、家老たる者、時には奇をてらった考えもせねばならぬぞ。そうせねば家臣はついてこぬ。
Now it's turning into an awkward mood. It seems that Matsunojo doesn't like the Chamberlain's everyday behavior, and it's becoming a small argument. In any case, I wonder if I can go home now.
なんだ、お前、エモ七のところの素母じゃないか。お前もご城代に何か用を頼まれたのか？
What? No, I am.
おお、そうじゃ。すっかり素母のことを忘れておった。ただし、実は、この素母は、松之丞の言い名付けになったのじゃぞ。
Wait, what?
言い名付け？
What?
母上、
Just a minute. From when am I Matsunojo's fiancé?
いい名付け。
This cannot be true. The Chamberlain is just saying this without any consent.
松之丞殿？
まあそういうことになるのかな。
And she likes it. No, it isn't. Why? Just by being invited to the estate? Does it turn into this crazy idea of me becoming your fiancé? I can't keep up with this bizarre chain of events.
松之丞殿にいい名付けですか。
You know, if he actually does hook up with Matsunojo, who will then become Chikara, it'll be the first woman he's with that's actually his age. The other two, the Chamberlain and Yasubi, were older than him. Wow. Just a minute, Chamberlain.
仕方ないじゃろ。松之丞がすぐはに惚れたのじゃから。
What? Matsunojo has fallen for me? Wait. Why has the situation rapidly changed like that? Oh, don't tell me. Is it because I saved you yesterday? What? Don't tell me that was all it took for her to fall in love with me. No matter how you look at it, don't you think it's too cliché? Seems like saving Matsunojo from yesterday's incident just increased my likability.
今日、長介の屋敷を訪ねたのは、松之丞の惚れた男がどのようなものか確かめたかったのじゃ。松之丞は家老の嫡子。それ相応の男でないと認められぬからな。
Then I am...
文句はない。顔は少しばかりスケベそうじゃんが、そこそこ剣は使えそうだと手合わせをしたことで分かったしな。まあ、長介には改めて私から挨拶に行くゆえ。
はい。
What on earth is going on? Why have I been nominated as Matsunojo's fiancé? I know in the past 2 times Matsunojo and I have had a good relationship, but that was just as good friends, and never as a man and woman.
なんじゃ、松之丞と言い名付けでは不満か？もし。
Lover? I noticed that my feelings that were sealed off from these words started to bubble over all at once. My sweetheart. That was in the previous time. I loved her. And she was the woman that loved me back. Horibe Yasubi. This time I purposely tried not to think about Yasubi, because I knew that thinking about her was not going to be a solution. Yet, nonetheless, I recalled her.
おい、すぐは絶対に死んではならぬぞ。お前は元の世界に戻るのであろう。もう少しの辛抱だ。もう少し辛抱したらご城代がキラを撃ってくださる。ダメだ、すぐは。たとえお前が生き返っても、次に会うとき、俺はすぐはのことを忘れているのだろう。一緒に風呂に入ったことや、稽古したことも、二人で旅したこと、好きだったこと。俺は、すべて忘れてしまっているのだろう。そんなの嫌だ。俺は、お前のことを忘れたまま、会いたくなどない。だからお前は、生きて元の世界に戻るのだ。
I realized that I had rapidly soured on the events transpiring before me. Fiancé. How ridiculous. In 5 days, Oko Domain will be swallowed in utter chaos and confusion. When that happens, this ridiculous proposal will also vanish without a trace.
すぐは殿。
You won't be so carefree for much longer. All that is formed shall eventually collapse.
それは一体どういうことですか？
Nothing, just talking to myself. Anyway, I'm going home.
スゴハのやつどうしたのじゃ？さあ。
But after this, just because a young samurai like myself became the Chamberlain's daughter's fiance, the Yato family, no, actually, Akko goes into an uproar. March 18th. And I think that'll be a good enough place to leave it for this first episode of Chapter 3. So, as always, this is Jep Kitty signing off. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.